Alright kids, Tim here again from High End Cheap Tech, and today the final conclusions on the OontZ Angle 3 Bluetooth speaker. So I'm just going to play a little bit of tunage here, and keep in mind we're at like 1/4 volume here.
I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
Now, that's 1/4 volume, folks. At most. This thing gets really loud. So let's get to the intro and I'll tell you all about it and what all the buttons do and what's good and what's bad. And I got a hint for you. I haven't found anything bad yet. So let's do that right now. Folks, I'm back. I had to wait for about 2.5 hours from the intro for the sun, which has finally crept over the back fence. We now have sunlight streaming in, so you can see this puppy clearly, the OontZ. I'm going to show you what all the buttons do and talk about this button at the back, which is the first thing we're going to hit. Right now, you'll notice there are no lights on here. Now we're playing a song, and well, we're about to. It's playing right now on the Zotac. It's non-copyrighted music. Let's see how long this thing takes to pair up. It's awfully darn quick, folks. Really darn quick. Alright. And I guess I'll pause the song because you don't need to hear that anymore. Well, you're going to probably have to hear it for me to show you everything. But that little power button turns it off and connects it. And one of the important things on this, we're going to get to this right away. They say about 15, the manual says about 12 hours of playtime at like 2/3 volume. You're deaf if you're playing it that loud. But, key here, like when I'm shooting a video or processing one, a lot of times this little blue light will turn off. It just says, well, he's not using me. After 15 minutes, poof. I get like 3 days of use out of this. And then I'll charge it, and at the most, about an hour to charge it at 1 amp. Now, if you were just playing music all day on it, it'd be a little different. It's rainproof, light rainproof, splash proof, and your bass resonator's down here. And I can vouch for the fact that if you set this on the desk that I have here made out of wood, you can feel the desk vibrate. I wish I had a way of showing you what was going on, like some graphite powder on a piece of paper. You'd see it moving. It's got pretty good size speakers in it. You're not going to be really able to see them there. There they are. It sounds good, and I know you're already thinking, wait a minute, didn't you do a follow-up already? I did, but that was after 2 days of owning it. It's time to really go into this and point out all the good and bad stuff and what all the buttons and stuff do again. Let's go with the bad stuff first. Okay, moving on to the good, there is no bad stuff. It's annoying sometimes that the light goes out, but if you know where that button is, you just reach up and over and hit it, and you're repaired like that, or connected. It just goes ping and starts playing music. Very cool. Now, I would love to play you guys some Hendrix or Motown or Mussorgsky or one of those, but because of copyright rules, I just can't do that. It's just not going to happen. So let's get on with, we're going to turn this song back on. Okay, now this button here, the plus button. Now, we're in Windows, so I can't advance the track or anything, but watch this. Kind of double click them. Yeah. Works fine. If you hit pause, that only works with an Android app. Up here, you have a pairing button or a Bluetooth button and a phone button. So if your phone rings and you're using this with your phone, you can answer a call using that microphone. Very nifty and handy and dandy. Now, if you're on an Android app and hold the button down, you will get the next track. If you just hit it once, you'll go up in volume or down in volume. And that's about all the buttons that are on this. At the back, we have our flap here. And we're just going to ink that out. This thing is saying I'm low on battery. That's kind of weird. Our USB port. And you can plug an 1/8 inch cable into this. And just to show you what will happen, I have somewhere here a cable. I don't know if it'll reach. Well, we're gonna make do, and hopefully it will. I'm gonna plug it in right now because this thing is flashing pretty rapid, and I have had it running all night playing music and hooked up to an Android, and therefore it never went to sleep. When you plug it into that port, wow, this is gonna be trouble. But you're gonna have to trust me. The red light will get brighter and darker and brighter and darker. Slowly. If it flashes rapidly like it was just doing when I showed it to you, you're about to run out. So I think that's the first time I've run it out. Probably because I had it plugged into the Blue Studio here. It's evil. And on Android, and I had music playing for a couple hours at relatively high volume. But the bottom line here is this thing will normally last you a day, day and a half of if you're using it as a desktop speaker, because you're not going to constantly be pushing stuff to it, and it's only when it's talking that it's using energy. So that's all you got to worry about. On the other hand, well, not really on the other hand, I'm actually looking to get a new monitor because mine, if you watch the 2 videos back, I did something on buying a new monitor and asked for some input. Hopefully we'll get some subscribers in here who'll give us some input, actual input, not that monitor looks kick butt, some real input. It comes with built-in speakers, but they're going to fire off the back. I'd much rather use this tucked under the monitor, sitting on the stand, and let the Bluetooth speaker do the work. It'll be cool. So, bottom line here is, can I recommend this as a purchase? And I've already said I could in that first follow-up. I will reiterate that the OA3, OontZ 3, so much for sticking to the abbreviations, the OontZ 3 is absolutely worth your money. Check the link in the description below for the Amazon link to it. It's like $24.99 right now. It's a steal of a price. They might still have a sale on for Prime users. I'm no longer a Prime user. I got my 60 days out of them. So all I see is the $24.99 right now. But as usual, if you use our link, we might make like 25 cents off your purchase, which all adds up because it goes towards Amazon gift cards, which allows me to buy more stuff to test. And as usual, you're going to see the little icon that's about to rise up, and it'll say subscribe, and you'll see a little bell. Click the bell once you've subscribed, and give us a thumbs up and let us know how we're doing. We want feedback. We always want feedback. If we don't get feedback, we don't know what we're doing right or wrong. That's all I have. It's very early in the morning, and this is going to take an hour or so to process. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.